I'm on the Symphony of the Seas. I'm on the elevator. I'm headed on up to deck 15. We're gonna do a full walkthrough ship tour. I am so excited because this is now the biggest cruise ship in the industry, and this ship is amazing. And the tour is so exciting because you're gonna get a first look at the entire ship. My name is Jason Newquist. I'm with cruisesit.com to help you plan, choose a cabin, or answer any questions you may have. Give me a call. My number is down below, or you can go to our website link down below and go to cruisesit.com. I started the tour here at the back of the ship because my kids and we always start off playing a tournament of putt-putt golf. And in this rare occasion, Eric actually won. That's why he was so excited. Normally Alexander wins. Over here is the ping pong area. My kids and I also love to compete at ping pong, and keep your eyes open and check out your activities guide because they do offer ping pong tournaments if you're any good. Those are a lot of fun. Here is the zip line. The zip line zips right over the boardwalk. Guess what? Here in a little bit, we're gonna take a full tour of the boardwalk. It is a lot of fun, and I want you to stay tuned for that because you're gonna love it. So we're gonna head on up the stairs here, and this area is all the way to the back of the ship. And there's some really cool venues in this area. First of all, there are 2 flow riders. There is an innovative putt-putt golf course, which we saw before. Full basketball court, which you can see on the other side of the boardwalk. The amazing Ultimate Abyss dry slide, and the zip line. If you would like to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Very important to know about the flow riders is that there are 2 of them. This one on this side is for surfing. That's Javier. I met him the first day of the cruise. He's from Barcelona. That's where we got onto the ship. He got better and better throughout the cruise. When we first started, he couldn't even stand up at all. So this is the Mediterranean, because as I said before, we got on the ship in Barcelona. This is a Mediterranean cruise. It was so much fun. My kids, they loved Rome. We went to Rome. We also went to Naples. We went to the island of Capri. I got some limoncello. Oh man, it was a lot of fun. This is the Ultimate Abyss. This is a dry slide. You get into these little mats and it goes really, really fast. Look, you can see it all goes all the way down to the boardwalk. Down there is the Aqua Theater. So my kids are going to race. Oh, there goes Alexander. He tried to get a head start, but it didn't work, so the lady stopped him. And then it was my turn. And yes, it is a little scary at first, but it is a lot of fun. And what I really liked about it is you don't have to get all wet. And it's neat because you start off in one venue, the sports deck, and you end up all the way down on the boardwalk. To be able to be eligible to ride the flow rider, if you're a child, you must measure in. So make sure you're aware of that. And when you measure in, they must have their key cards. So make sure you bring those with you. So this flow rider is for bodyboarding. You don't stand up on this one. It's a lot easier. And I recommend that you start off on this one first. Also, if you would like to take private lessons, those are available. Over here is where you begin the zip line. So you can see this gentleman, he's gonna kind of like do a group explanation. And it happens to be a little bit busy today because this is actually the last day of the cruise. Normally the lines are not this long. And over here is the full basketball court. They will also offer other activities such as dodgeball, soccer tournaments. Now, when we come over here, we're gonna look directly down onto the boardwalk, and I want you to take note of the balcony cabins. Not all balconies on Symphony of the Seas are ocean view. Some are boardwalk view, and some are Central Park view. Yes, choosing a cabin can be daunting, so that's why we have expert advisors available to take your call to help you choose one of these cabins. We also offer the best rate guaranteed, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my number down at the bottom of the video. Also, I will explain these discounts and how we're able to achieve them here in a little bit, so make sure that you stay tuned for that. This is Viva Mexico. Couple of things I like about Viva Mexico besides their excellent tacos are their salads ready to go. Also, their awesome desserts. Come by, grab a quesadilla. It's a great place to get a snack, and they have excellent burritos. So I've been in Europe for about 3 weeks now, and this is the end of my trip. So I did a cruise in the beginning of the trip, the first week. Then we spent a week in London and France, and then we came to Barcelona and got on the Symphony of the Seas. And having all this food included in the cruise fare is just amazing. A European vacation is wonderful, but on a cruise ship, it's even better. And speaking of complimentary, here is the free soft ice cream machine. You'll see that Eric has developed an excellent dessert. Chocolate ice cream on the outside, vanilla on the inside. And he has no problem eating every bit of it. After you watch the video, make sure you go below the description and check out links to all Royal Caribbean sailings. Here is Challenger's Video Arcade. So these games, just so you know, which is very important, are not included in your cruise fare. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna swipe your card, and then it's gonna charge your key card, which is attached to your credit card. So, if your kids like to spend lots of money without any consequences, you can shut their cards down. So, because this was a European vacation and it was Eric's birthday, I let him get all the video games that he wanted. So this is a charging station. Isn't this amazing? You come over here, you put in your code, you actually make your own code, plug in your phone, shut the door, it locks, remember your code, and when you come back, it's all charged. They should have more of these around. I thought this was amazing because in the cabin, everyone's trying to charge their phones. So you can just come on up here to deck 15, plug your phone in, walk away, and come back, and it's all nice and charged. So this is the first pool area that we're gonna come across. And one thing I wanna show you before we take a look at the pool area is check out these stairs. They light up when you walk on them. They also play music. Kids love them. So over to the left is the sports pool. The middle is Central Park. We're gonna take a full tour of Central Park here in a bit. And to the right is Splash Away Bay. This is the kids area and it is a blast. Also, the Harmony of the Seas is very similar to the Symphony of the Seas. I have a video of that on the channel as well, so make sure you check that out when you get a chance. And if you like either one of these ships, make sure you give me a call. All the cruise lines now recommend travel agents to book your cruises because through us, you receive excellent service and an exclusive agency discount. Now, I mentioned before that I was going to explain how we achieve these discounts, and there are a few ways. But first of all, just so you know, whenever you book through us, besides booking directly through the cruise line, you are always going to get a better price regardless. You're always going to receive the same promotions and or discounts that the cruise line is offering on their sailings. But in addition, we're going to give you an exclusive agency discount. And we do this because we book thousands of cabins with the cruise lines every single month, and they appreciate that. So they allow us to provide you with an exclusive agency discount on your cabin. And we also have promotions that we receive directly through the cruise lines, which we can't post on our websites. We also have our own group space, which we get years in advance sometimes, and we get to lock in those rates. So when you book through us, you could literally save hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Because we run so many different promotions at the same times, these rates are not posted on our website. So to achieve the best rate guaranteed, you must give us a call. So make sure that you pick up that phone and give us a call. The best thing that you can do for yourself and your family when planning a vacation is get the best rate. That way you have more money for your family to spend on vacation. And that's what is going to make you truly happy. So pick up that phone, give us a call, and be happy. And it's not just about saving money. We have experienced agents that can answer all your questions. That's one of the things that people truly enjoy about our company. Yes, saving money is wonderful, and I love saving money. But is what I also like is when I call somebody and they can actually help me out, answer my questions, and that is where our true value lies. So make sure you give us a call. So this area has another 2 pools, and you'll see the Perfect Storm water slides in the back. So over here to the left is what is called the main pool, and you'll see they have a little jacuzzi. My sons and I, we love to relax in the jacuzzis when we get back from port. Imagine you're at port, you're having fun. We went to Rome, we saw the Colosseum, and then when we get back to the ship, we get into a nice warm jacuzzi, jump in the pool, ride the water slides. It is so much fun. Remember, this cruise ship is your transportation, and you're having a blast on it because you're going from port to port, experiencing amazing destinations, going to exotic ports of call. Truthfully, is what you're doing is that you are investing in the happiness of your family because you are creating memories, and memories are priceless. You're gonna look back on this vacation and you're gonna think to yourself, wow, it was so worth it. I had this conversation with my son. I had this wonderful time with my wife. Because you see, if you're taking your kids, they're growing quickly. And as soon as they become teenagers, they start to change and everything starts to move. So you're on a limited time scale here. You got to plan this vacation and you have got to get going because those memories are what is important. Now, if you don't have children and you're thinking about taking your spouse or your parents or whoever, either way, it's still important because these cruises are so much fun. When you get to the port of call, you feel like you're free. You're at an exotic destination. You're having a blast, taking pictures, maybe going on an excursion. That's what I like to do. But then when you get back to the ship, it is comfort. You're in your nice cabin, hot water, air conditioned, complimentary food. All of the dining venues are wonderful, especially on a Royal Caribbean ship. And at this point, if you're deciding whether you want to go with Royal Caribbean or maybe somebody else, I can stop you right there. Royal Caribbean is amazing. I have been on all of the cruise lines, and Royal Caribbean is one of my favorites. So if you're watching this video and you like this tour and you're thinking about booking this ship, do it. Pick up the phone and give us a call. The more in advance that you book it, the better. Imagine once it's booked, you get to plan. You get to plan that vacation. So while you're sitting there at work right now, you're going to be thinking of this wonderful vacation that you're going to be going on. And one of the things that I love to do after I book my cruise is I love to plan it. I love to plan my excursions. I'll give you an example. I'm sitting at home, I'm bored. Then I think to myself, guess what? I'm going on a cruise next year. And I begin to plan that cruise and my whole mood changes. That's why it's great to plan far in advance because it just gives you something so fun to look forward to. Let's check out the Perfect Storm water slides. These are the water slides. There are 3 water slides in this area. And what's fun about these water slides is that there are 2 side by side. So kids love to use these to race. And then all the way over to the far end, there's a water slide that shoots you into a big tube and you go round and round the tube and then you come out on the other end. These are a lot of fun. Right now, we're gonna head over to the Solarium, but before we do, I want you to check out this jacuzzi. It is one of my favorites, and the reason why I like it so much is because it hangs over the side of the ship, so it's a great place to relax and take in the views. I always come here with my kids, a lot of times after port, and relax. There's Eric having a soda. This was when we got back from Rome, so we just relaxed and enjoyed the view as we were leaving port. It was so much fun. Eric really enjoys that. And one of the other things that I wanted to explain before we go into the Solarium about booking in advance is that, did you know that we monitor cruise rates? So what does that mean exactly? So when you book a cruise and you book way in advance, up until final payment, if price goes down, you can actually get the better price or promotion. So what we do is we have software that monitors those rates. And we have saved our clients thousands of dollars through this method. Sometimes the rates go down. And if you're not paying attention every second of the day, you could miss it. But our software will not. Our software will pick it up most of the times, and we are going to get you the better rate. Therefore, through this method, you literally can save thousands of dollars. There are a couple of things that I enjoyed about the Solarium. For one, I love this area right here that you can come out all the way to the front of the ship. You'll see the see-through glass, you can see the water. And woo, let me tell you, it's scary walking out on that glass. You can see the jacuzzi right there where Eric and I were. My wife, she loves this area. She likes to come to the front of the ship, take a nap. My wife is big on sleeping on cruise ships. When you go on a lot of cruises like us, we begin to know what we like to do. And one of the things that my wife loves to do is she loves to take naps when we're at sea. She says the motion in the ocean just puts her to sleep, and she takes the best naps that she's ever taken. This is the Solarium Bistro. It is a beautiful venue during breakfast or lunch to enjoy the buffet. It's a healthy buffet. At night it turns into specialty dining, but you'll see that the decorations are wonderful, and you'll see how they have these windows so the sun just shines right on in. Right now they're getting ready for a lunch. So there is complimentary and specialty dining on the Symphony of the Seas. So I'm going to place a dining link down below the description of the video, so that way you can see which is complimentary and which is specialty. This is the WindJammer Marketplace. This is the main buffet area for the Symphony of the Seas. So let me give you a quick tip. I like my cabin to be as close to this area as possible. Now, obviously you don't want to be directly one deck below the buffet area because it could get a little noisy, but you want your cabin to be toward the back of the ship. That way you have easy access to the buffet area so you can get coffee in the morning, come by for breakfast, or just come by for lunch or dinner. I mean, sometimes people do have dinner in the buffet area. It's very popular. I like to go into the main dining room for dinner, but sometimes you get back from port, you're a little hungry, and you come into the buffet area to get a quick snack or dine in the buffet area. A lot of times my kids will dine in the buffet area and my wife and I will go to the main dining room. Also, keep in mind that you can get coffee in the Solarium Bistro in the morning, or you can go down to the Royal Promenade and get coffee at Cafe Promenade. Boy, the first day of this cruise, we had flown in from Paris, France, and we were hungry. We came into this buffet area and it was like heaven. Imagine, we were in London, we were in Paris. The food there is so expensive. So when we get on the Symphony of the Seas and we just see all this food included in our cruise fare, it was like heaven. So I went ahead and jumped down here to deck 4. I'm all the way at the back of the ship. We're gonna take a look at the main dining room. The main dining room is 3 decks. So there's 3 different restaurants on each deck, but it's the same restaurant. It's a different name, but the same restaurant. There are 3 dining times. There's early, there's late, and there's my time dining. The early dining is around 6 o'clock, the late is around 8, and my time is pretty much any time between 6 and 9. When you call us and after you book your cabin, we will choose a dining time together. And if you've already booked or you've already received a quote from someone else, remember, give us a call. You will see the value in working with us because we are going to provide you with all of the promotions and all of the discounts that the cruise line is offering. But in addition, we're going to provide you with an exclusive agency discount, and our clients love it. So make sure you pick up the phone and give us a call. Okay, let's go see the rest of the ship. So keep in mind, we're on deck 4, we're all the way to the back of the ship, and we're gonna make our way all the way to the front. First, we're gonna take a look at another specialty dining venue. This is Izumi. Izumi is a sushi and hibachi restaurant. A couple of things I enjoyed about Izumi was just coming in, relaxing, getting a light snack of sushi. But is what my kids really love about it is the hibachi grill. That's one of their favorites. We do that all the time here in Florida anyway. We go to those restaurants, we go to different hibachi grills. So on the cruise ships, you know, they love it. We have an excellent time. It's a lot of fun. Here is the casino. Guys, the casino is so much fun if you know what you're doing. They have classes where you can actually go down before the casino opens and they will teach you how to gamble. Now, gamble responsibly and do it for fun. I have won lots of money in the casino, but I've also lost money, so just be careful. I gotta cut the video right here because you see this guy waving? He told me, hey, you cannot film in here. So what I did is I went all the way to the other side because you can walk all the way through, and then you walk through this art corridor right here, and you're gonna come up to the other side, and there's a few entertainment venues over here. So the first entertainment venue that we're gonna come up upon is Studio B. This is the ice skating rink. So they do offer ice skating, but what they also offer is awesome shows. I want you to look at this show. You see all those lights flying around? Those are all drones. At first, it took us a while to figure out what was going on because it was completely dark. And then all of a sudden, I realized that there were about 100 drones all flying around in sequence. I was wondering how they didn't run into each other. To me, that was amazing. I'm still trying to figure out how they did it. Also, the ice skating show is wonderful. They are so professional that it is just such a joy just to sit down and to be able to watch a show like this. It's exciting. Also, they have a really neat event that takes place here, laser tag. My kids loved it. They had so much fun. So keep an eye on your activity guide because you do not want to miss the laser tag. This is the Diamond Club. This is an exclusive area for guests who have cruised a lot. Royal Caribbean offers extensive benefits for repeat cruisers. So when you call us, ask us about those benefits and we'll let you know. This here is the attic. The attic has lots of different activities that take place throughout the cruise. Like for one, getting your groove on. Come on, you're on vacation. It's time to have a good time. A couple of days in the cruise, it's time to party. And a great way to do that is the silent party. It's so much fun. Everyone wears headphones, so the only music that comes through on the headphones. Other than that, when you take them off, it's completely silent. So everyone's dancing. It is a lot of fun. I recommend go to the silent party. You will love it. Haha, you can see the lady behind me. She photobombed me. I didn't even know until just now. Also, you can check out the comedians here. Now, sometimes the comedians will be here or they could be in the main theater, so make sure you check the activities guide. But these guys were hilarious. You can see they got applause. They were funny. You know, I watch comedians all the time, the professional ones, and I'm trying to figure out why these guys are funnier. I don't know, but these guys are hilarious. They definitely pick the right people to make you laugh. This is the Jazz Club. This is a great venue when you just want to come in and relax and listen to some jazz. Now, if you've never been on a cruise before or you've never been on a Royal Caribbean ship, right now you're probably starting to get the idea and it's starting to sink in. Wow, there's a lot to do on this ship. This is a vacation that I want to go on, and I know you're going to have a great time. So that's why I want you to look at the number down below, write it down, make sure that when you decide to take this cruise, you give us a call, because not only are we going to help you plan the entire vacation, but we are going to get you a discount. We're going to get you the best price. And remember, if you find a deal on Royal Caribbean site and you book with them or received a quote from them or anybody else, still give us a call. We're going to save you lots of money. And remember, when you're on vacation, that is what is one of the most important things, is getting the best price. You're already going to have a good time. Everything is already going to be wonderful. Now it's just getting the best price, and you can do that through us. And when you call us, not only are we going to get you the best price, but we're going to help you out. We're all cruisers. Okay, let's take a look at the Royal Promenade. This is deck 5. This is Boleros. This is the Latin nightclub. So come on over here, dance to some Latin music, grab a drink. This is probably one of the most fun venues to watch people dance, because people really know how to have a good time in Boleros. So we have a Starbucks right here, and right past Starbucks is On Air. And I really like how they've added these TVs outside, because a lot of people like to sit outside and watch the sports games. Now, if you want to watch the games inside the bar, that is also an option. There is also another sports bar down on the boardwalk, which I like even better, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit. Now, when we walk out here, I want you to look up. So you see that glass area? Up there are Central Park balcony cabins. That's Central Park. So hey, while we're here, let's go ahead and take a tour of Central Park. So the first venue that we're going to come across in Central Park is Rising Tide Bar. Look over here to the right. Is what we're going to do is we're going to walk through these doors, and let's pretend like we're going to take a seat in Rising Tide Bar. We're going to grab a drink, and guess where we're going to go? We're going to go down to the Promenade. This is such a fun ride, and people enjoy it a lot. It's a great place just to escape, grab a drink, sit down, and wait for the bar to go all the way down to the Promenade. Now, some people like to go to the Promenade and ride it right back up again to Central Park. So this right here is Chop's Grill. This is the steakhouse. This is part of the specialty dining. So, for example, if you have a special occasion like we did, it was Eric's birthday. So what we did is we had his birthday celebration here at Chop's Grill. And that's what's great about the specialty dining. It just gives you an extra option. Yes, there is an extra charge, but you're not required to do specialty dining. You can go to the main dining room, you can go to the buffet, you can go to many places. But the staff was just awesome. This is Adson. He had seen my videos before, so he recognized me when I came in. And what a great guy. You know, just so friendly and so helpful. And that's pretty much all of the Royal Caribbean staff. When you're on a Royal Caribbean cruise, the one thing that you're going to notice is that you receive excellent service from everybody. I have never ever heard anybody ever tell me no. They always try their best to accommodate me in any way possible. And that's what I love about Royal Caribbean. And could you do me a favor? If you see Adson, could you please give him a shout and say, "Hey Adson, how you doing? I saw you in the video." This is 150 Central Park West. It's an excellent choice for fine dining for a celebration or an anniversary. While we're on the subject of specialty restaurants, I also wanted to show you this. This is Hooked Seafood Restaurant. This is on deck 16. I'm going to show you an example of what they offer just by looking at our table. It was one of the most amazing dining experiences I ever had. Check it out. We're talking shrimp salad, lobster, calamari, lobster bisque. It was amazing. I'm going to be on the Symphony 2 more times before the end of the year, and I am definitely coming back to Hooked. Another specialty restaurant that you're going to find on deck 12 is Wonderland. An extremely imaginative menu which covers elements such as sun, ice, fire, sea, earth, and for dessert, dreams. Another thing that I really liked about this restaurant is the view. It has a view of the boardwalk. So here's my suggestion. Make your reservations via your online check-in, make it at opening time, and get here a little bit early and get one of those awesome tables with the view. Let's head on back to Central Park. As we walk through Central Park, take note of the Central Park balcony cabins and all the beautiful trees. This is where we stayed. We had 2 Central Park balcony cabins. So my kids were in one cabin and we were in the other. We didn't have connecting rooms, but we did have connecting balconies. Also, if you look right above us, you'll see all the windows. Those are Central Park views, but they're not balconies. It just has a window. I like staying in Central Park. It was fun. It was a great view because you could always come out on the balcony and you had something to look at. You know, if you like to people watch, it's definitely an excellent choice. This is Park Central. So this is the only dining venue in Central Park that is complimentary. And this is a wonderful spot to come and grab a snack. They have soup of the day, fresh sandwiches to go. They also have make your own salads, grab and go. It's just such a wonderful option just to come in and grab yourself a snack when you get back from port before you go to dinner. Or on a sea day, between lunch and dinner, it is also an excellent choice. It's also a good choice just for a light lunch as well. So keep note that this place exists. It's in Central Park and it is a wonderful venue to grab a light meal. Up there you can see the water slides. This is Jamie's Italian. We were surprised when we first walked into our cabin. There was a voucher waiting for us on our bed, providing us with a free lunch at Jamie's Italian. I was so excited. I was planning on coming here anyway, so the voucher was just a huge surprise and saved me a little bit of money. And hey, I love saving money. Royal Caribbean also offers specialty dining packages. So after you book with us, you're gonna do your online check-in just like you would do normally if you book directly through Royal Caribbean. And when you do your online check-in, those packages are available for purchase. So make sure you check those out. You can buy them at a discount. So when I was filming here, I walked out and all of a sudden I heard somebody calling to me. I heard, "Jason, Jason!" So I stopped here and I looked up, and there's my wife. She's waving to me up there on the balcony. And so she ran in. So you can see there how the balconies are connecting because she went from one to the other. And then she ran in and grabbed Eric, and Eric waved to me. This is a view from our balcony. There's Alexander. This is what it looks like at night. Just a beautiful place to stay. It was so much fun. I really liked coming out on the balcony and just sitting and people watching and look at everything going on. Down there is the Royal Promenade. That's exactly where I was standing when I came up to Central Park. So right there is Starbucks. Over to the left is On Air, and over to the right is Boleros. So over here is a retail section of Central Park. So retail on Royal Caribbean. Can you get good deals? Yes, you can. You have to come in and check it out. For example, the salesperson mentioned that I would get a tax break on a watch because I was in Europe and I was an American citizen. So hey, that's something to look into. So this is Vintages. This is a wine bar. An excellent wine selection. Come on in here. Sometimes they'll have some wine tasting. So make sure you take advantage of those. Okay, let's head on back to the Royal Promenade. Before we do, I'm going to give you one last look. Check out the balconies. Remember, there are many different types of categories of cabin on this ship. So when you call us, definitely ask us about the different categories so that we can help you, because I know that it's daunting. So I'm gonna jump back down to the Royal Promenade. This is Sorrentos. This is the pizza place. The pizza is fresh. They make it right there in the oven. And it's an excellent venue to come into on the first day of the cruise. Right when you come aboard the ship, over to the left is Sorrento. So you can grab yourself a piece of pizza right when you walk on the ship. And most of the time, as soon as you get on the ship, you're pretty hungry because you've traveled that day. Over here to the right is Copper and Kettle. Makes you feel like you're in a neighborhood pub. You can enjoy live music at night and a nice, friendly atmosphere. So far, we've seen some excellent venues where you can enjoy a drink here at Copper and Kettle, Boleros, On Air, The Attic, Central Park, Vintages, and we're going to check out Schooner Bar here in a minute. I really like Schooner Bar, and I think that you're going to like it too. So this area right here is very important because a lot of parties take place right here. But before we take a look at this area, I want you to look at next cruise. And I want you to come in here on your cruise because they offer excellent deals if you book while you're on board. When you're reading your activities guide and it says that there's going to be, let's say, an 80s party on the Royal Promenade, this is the area that it's going to take place. You'll see right there they lowered the Rising Tide bar and they actually stopped it right in the middle. So all these people on Rising Tide Bar are actually able to watch the party take place from the Rising Tide Bar. Isn't that neat? And so you'll see all the people down at the Royal Promenade. They had a balloon drop, and you can see the band all the way in the background up on the stage there. So this is an area that you're gonna spend some time in if you like these type of parties, and make sure that you get a good seat at Schooner Bar, which I'm gonna show you in a minute. I'm gonna show you the best seats available, so that way you can get an awesome place to watch the parties if you don't feel like standing up or dancing. Right here is Cafe Promenade. This is open 24 hours a day, and they have excellent sandwiches, desserts, and coffee. It's a good spot to grab yourself a coffee and a croissant in the morning. And their sandwiches are excellent. Drop by here before you go to port and grab yourself a sandwich. That way it'll tide you over until lunchtime. There's Rising Tide Bar again. They're getting ready to go on up. And you can see that they have guest services over here to the right. I like their guest services. I like the fact that they don't have a counter, so you don't feel like you're separated from guest services. So it's a more tranquil atmosphere, and it feels like they're actually there to help you and not distance themselves from you. And that's one of the things that I like about Royal Caribbean, is that it seems like they've been able to do that throughout the entire ship, and it's highly noticeable. Over here is the Bionic Bar. You're gonna order your drink on an iPad, and this robot is gonna make your drink for you. So as what will happen is that your name will be displayed up there on the board when your drink is ready. Then you'll walk up to the robot, slide your card, and you will receive your drink. There's a place to take pictures over here to the left of the Bionic Bar, so just be aware of that. And there's always usually a gentleman at night taking pictures on the stairs here. And it's right in front of the Rising Tide Bar, in case you need to remember. Also, when you walk up the stairs, this is also a major spot that they take pictures. Now, if you need to book any shore excursions while you're on the ship, you can book them here using this little pad. I recommend that you plan your trip ahead of time and book your excursions online via your online check-in, because they could fill up. Over here is Schooner Bar. This is an excellent venue to have a drink. A lot of times they'll have live singers, they'll have a piano player, but it's just a wonderful spot because you can come over here and grab a drink at the bar, or they have these chairs right behind the bar where you can people watch and look over the Royal Promenade. So you'll see the band getting ready to start right there on the stage. So if you get here early enough, it is an excellent venue to be able to watch the party take place. I do have a lot of other Royal Caribbean ship tours on the channel, so make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that way you can see all my tours, and I'm always posting new ones, so when those come out you'll be notified. Here is the boardwalk. So one of the cool things that we're going to see on the boardwalk is the ultimate abyss. We're going to see where the people actually ride the slide down from the sports deck all the way down to the boardwalk. Also, the boardwalk has the Boardwalk Doghouse. This is part of the complimentary dining. They have all different kinds of hot dogs and sausages, which is one of my favorite places because, come on folks, who doesn't like sausages and hot dogs? Over here is the merry-go-round, and to the right here is Playmakers, which we're going to take a closer look at here in a second. But first, I do want to show you the balcony cabins. I want to give you a closer look. These are the boardwalk balcony cabins. So you have either the ocean view balconies, you have the Central Park balconies, and you have the boardwalk balcony cabins. Each deck could be considered a different category, so just be aware of that. When you call us, we're going to go over all the different types of balconies with you, so that way we take that out of your way and just make it easier and faster for you. Okay, let's check out Playmakers. This is the sports bar that I was telling you about. And what I like about it is the way it opens up to the outside. So if you want to check out any sports game, this is an excellent venue. I like the way it's set up. It has fun games. It has a bar that overlooks the ultimate abyss and the aqua theater. Also, if you want to come in and relax, they have a really cool couch over here. Let me give you a little word of advice though. If you want to drop by Playmakers to grab a drink before you go watch the Aqua show, because right toward the back of the ship here is the Aqua Theater. Don't come in here because there is going to be a big line. Stop at Schooner Bar, grab your drink, and then go to the Aqua show. Now these games also are like the same games up on the sports deck, so you will need a card key to be able to play any of the games. Over here is Johnny Rockets. This is such a fun venue to come in and grab yourself a tasty hamburger or a delicious shake. It's a lot of fun, and it's definitely a venue that you're going to want to come and take a look at. We are almost finished with the tour. We're going to take a look at the Aqua Theater, then we're going to head up to the card room, take a look at Dazzles, and guess what? We haven't seen the gym yet. We're going to take a look at the gym. Over here, you'll see there's a little place for babies to play. You'll see a little baby right there playing. He's so cute. And we're just going to go ahead and head around the Ultimate Abyss. So this is right where people come out of. So they're coming all the way up from the sports deck and coming all the way down here to the boardwalk. Isn't that neat? Over here to the right is the rock climbing wall. And here is the Aqua Theater. This is a show that you do not want to miss. The pool closes up and people dance on the pool. So when these guys are jumping in the water, ooh, it's crazy. So this is the card playing area, and check out this screen. It gives us a map of where we are. That's where we are right now. Coming from Naples, going back to Barcelona. This is Dazzles. Get your Big Bang swing on here or enjoy some modern pop. And we're going to go ahead and finish the tour up here and take a look at the gym and the spa. This is the cafe. They offer excellent healthy smoothies, so if you have a little bit too much alcohol at night. Over here is the spa. It's a full service spa. You can get a massage, acupuncture, facials. And here is the fitness area. So there is a full gym, so you can come and work out while you're on the cruise. Hey, I'm Jason Newquist with cruisesit.com. Thank you for joining me on the tour. Remember, my number is down below. Give me a call, or you can check out our website link down below and go to cruisesit.com.